this whole time. We're now live over here. So we are live everywhere.
Are we live?
We're live!
Oh my gosh. Hand knits to Dougie's time. Ms. GG&Y, girl of there, Bob. Billy, my friend. Hi, guys. So we've been having technical difficulties now for over 20 minutes.
Give me a second.
I am so glad you're. This is Marva, Marva Nation, Shop LC.
Hold on. No,
We're still adjusting.
It's perfect. Nope, you're going. Hold on.
We'll see. Now
Sorry,
we got.
There's a delay. So
There's a delay. Okay.
There's a delay on my YouTube.
Yeah,
so.
we're just setting this
right,
up. I think for the first time.
Because you want the product in the middle of the screen. So
Okay.
bring the product to about right here.
Up here.
Yep.
There's a little thumbprint right there. Family, I hope you are capturing the screen and you're going to do a bloopers. Because this is all about the bloopers today.
Wait, don't touch anything yet. Perfect.
This is what you're seeing right now.
Okay, so I got a little glare on that. Okay, and that's a significant delay.
On YouTube it's even more. So on here, let me see if I can bring up our YouTube channel. Yeah, if you guys haven't noticed, we are now on YouTube. We're broadcasting on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
You know, family, I was literally watching. I watch all kinds of stuff, but I like news shows. I don't know if a lot of you know that I was a former journalist, and so I still love to watch CBS in the morning. And they did, I think it was this past Sunday. Did any of you actually catch that? It was this past Sunday, and they did a segment on YouTube. How it has overtaken cable. It's like
I have YouTube TV at home.
Yes, everybody watches it on the TV now. You're not even watching it on your iPads and your cell phones anymore, which is pretty cool. So I'm really excited for this development for Shop LC to do this, and just open up the app on your
It's not live on there.
sorry guys.
Sorry.
Yeah, take that.
On your TV. And I so thank you for your patience. We are literally, hey Hannah, oh my God, girl, miss you, Law.
Okay.
Is that Lauren?
Lauren Masters.
Hey girl.
Hey.
Hey family.
All right, I'm gonna go. Sorry.
Is there sound? Is somebody saying what's up?
On here. This is.
Oh no, that's me. That's me. Okay.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Welcome family. It's Marva. Welcome.
I just want to make sure. Okay, yeah. So there is where you want to go.
Okay, now, is this a delay though?
Yes, this is delayed.
Okay, well, I think I'm just going to use that.
Well, because this is the screen that they see.
Ah.
So that's why I'm placing this ring here. So you have to be this area.
Your boundary.
Ah, thank you.
Your boundary.
Actually, let's do that. Let's do this because
We're doing boundaries here.
We're doing boundaries.
We're
Want me
making
to put
boundaries.
this, like right here for boundaries.
Does that work?
That works too.
Because we're gonna need these. Oh my gosh! Yeah, who is doing the bloopers reel?
What are you doing?
I'm putting up my little helper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay, my work's done. We're live. We're good.
Your work is never done.
True. True, but this work
Okay.
right here. Why is there a light out?
Oh my gosh.
Too much glare.
Oh, okay. No worries.
But we do need some sort of a light because
Yeah,
now they look
we don't
dull.
We don't have one of those lights.
This could be. Do we have any of those?
We rarely do these type of shows. So
Yeah, I do. I'm down for championing.
Yes.
I can't even speak to championing.
yes,
I mean, if there's anyone in the
campaigning.
if there's anyone to do it,
Yeah. Okay.
it'd be
I
more.
will put that on my wish list for when I place my next order.
All right. Well, we got to get going.
Yes.
We have delayed for long enough, and again, family, thank you so much for your patience. This has been a day. Past 24 hours have been nuts. So Yeah, my name is Marva Nation. If you're not familiar, I've been with Shop LC for 7 years, but I got back into the business in 2002. Trained all through the Gemological Institute, worked for Diamond Importer, went through their diamond training, and I've just probably sold. I was trying to do a tally. I think it's like $700 million and been on air 13,000 hours. Like, it's some insane, crazy stuff. But let's focus on what I have right now, which is super cool because at Shop LC, back in the day, we really never did full-on loose gemstone shows. And I had the pleasure with a different co-host, unfortunately he's no longer here, of debuting them on Saturday nights. And then Tony is now doing those. So got started doing this, and as you can see, the program actually never, ever, ever stopped. You love loose gemstones. It gives you the opportunity to be a true, actual collector of gems. These might be gemstones you choose to mount in jewelry and wear every day. But what I've been finding over the years is that a lot of our loose gem collectors are buying the gems for their hopeful, appreciative value, right, for the value to go up over time. And you're putting these in your safety deposit boxes and your at-home safes, tucking these away to resell later or to pass on from one generation to the next. So my hope is that you fall in love with a gem maybe you're not familiar with in the next hour and a half, or you just continue to expand on your loose gemstone collection with your favorites. I've got, let's see, is this a Genipapo? Yes. This is 4A grade Genipapo andalusite. And there are 3 different shapes that are available for you. There is your cushion, and it is 2 carats. I've got your oval, which is also 2 carats. And I've got your pear shape, which is also 2 carats. Now, first thing to note is that these are what we call free size. That you might see that terminology, especially if you are on our website. What that means is that is not specifically calibrated. It's so calibration, you'll hear 6x4, 7x5, 9x7, 10x8. Many mountings for rings, pendants, earrings will come quote unquote calibrated so that a jeweler can find a mounting, usually a 4-pronged basket mounting. That's a 10x8 millimeter. That will fit a 10x8 millimeter gemstone. Ta-da! It's that easy. When you have a free size, it's not necessarily exact, but don't worry, because your jeweler can just clamp down a little bit more, like squeeze in those prongs to hold in the stone. You're never off by multiple millimeters. It's just a few. So let me give you an example of that. I'm going to take out your andalusite, which, by the way, I had to double check and ask if this was andalusite.
Oh, yes.
You want to know why? Because just at first glance, it looks like color change turquoisite.
I thought the same, actually.
Right? But technically, it's not. Here's the deal, guys. Turquoisite, which I do have turquoisite coming up later on, that is a natural color change gemstone. It will change colors depending upon the light source. Incandescent lighting, fluorescent lighting, LED lighting, you got it. But andalusite is actually what we call a pleochroic gemstone. So you will, if you just move this gem from one angle to the other, it will show you different colors from different angles. It's cool as all get out. You see some of those champagnes, you see golden notes, you see greens, you see blushes and rosés. It's so beautiful, and it naturally occurs this way. So let me just give you an approximate measure. I think this oval is coming in at just about, and I'm angling it towards myself for just a second. That's just about a 10x8, but it's like a 10.2 by an 8.1, right? So it's free size, free form. And that's also a marker for you to know that these have all been cut and faceted by hand. It's very important to know. Back to your andalusite. Guys, this is a very, very collectible gem. It is a darling for gem collectors because it is the strongest, you can quote me, the strongest pleochroic gem. A gem that shows multiple different colors from different angles out of any of the others that are mounted in jewelry. And it always surprises you and delights you every single time you see it and you view it. I love this. Now that I've got you all hyped up and you're excited, by the way, this cushion is coming in at just about 9 by 5.7. So I'm going to call that like a 9 by 6. About a 9 by 6. Remember, your jeweler will work it out. If you are planning on making a one-of-a-kind piece of jewelry, they'll work that out. Don't worry about that. And okay, so I got you super hyped up, didn't I? We love the Andalusite. You know why it's so collectible, so desirable. But oh, wah, 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 wah. This area in Brazil, it's a Brazilian source gem. Let me just get this out too before I launch into another story. Approximately a 12 at the widest point. You're looking at by 9, approximately a 12 by 9 for that pear shape. Isn't that stunning? Here's the deal. This region is in Brazil. I believe it's in Minas Gerais. Okay, Minas Gerais. I tell you guys, if you're going to be hanging out with me for a few hours for a live stream, you've got to let me tell these stories, because it's been 23 years, y'all. So back when I did a little stint at a company that is no longer in business, a home shopping place, and the gentleman would have dealers come into the office, literally with cases of loose gemstones that they were selling to him, which he would then buy, and then he had, for lack of a better term, the workshop underneath the studio where he had a team of jewelers, put everything together. And the father was meeting with the owner of the channel, and his daughter was accompanying him. So we just struck up a conversation, and it was so cool. She let me know, I didn't know this about Minas Gerais. Minas Gerais is the highest producing state in Brazil for gemstones. Not only the amount of carat weight on an annual basis, but for the variety of different gemstones from that state. It's so cool. Like, it's no wonder Tony Denise is the world-class gem hunter. He grew up in that environment. He grew up in Minas Gerais. Anyway, this particular region where the Andalusite was sourced has been flooded. Yeah, let that sink in. I am so sorry. It has been flooded. So what was going on is the heavily rural area, and the government wanted to bring infrastructure, electricity, clean water, all the good things that society needs to that region. And in order to do that, they had to build a dam. And where they built that dam actually is where the water backed up. And so literally, unless we've got some divers in the house, whoop, whoop, and you're about to move there and try and source this, there is no more Brazilian jewelry quality Andalusite coming to market. It's done. It's finished. And what I have for you, oh my gosh, we have to talk pricing. This is not today's pricing. And now you understand, knowing how scarce this is anyway, we should be charging more, because when we run out, we have no more. You see those goldens, those greens, those oranges, sometimes pinks. It's the most dynamically, I like to call it dynamic pleochroism that we have. All right, let's get those digits going, if you don't mind. Elias, by the way, give a shout out to Elias. He is producing. He's hung in there like a total champion today, doing all of your calling tech support, calling it. We had so many people in here trying to figure out how to go live. Sorry about that. All right, is that our price? So, yes. Oh, let's do some housekeeping. My goodness, and forgive me, I don't do live streams often. Hopefully I can do more of them so that I get this down. But welcome to the Shop LC live stream. You have your very own discount code that is active over the next 48 hours. That gives you 25% off. So your Shop LC price is not $399.99 for each individual solitaire loose. It's $299.99. You have 5 budget payments. If you want to order your favorite silhouette, your shape, $59, actually $60, $59.99 will make it so. 5 months, no fees, no interest. We call that the budget payment plan. Okay. I did I see a Shop More, Save More?
Let me see real quick.
I saw a bundle.
Yes.
Now, if you decide to get all three of them, don't we also discount?
Yes. Let me confirm that the promo code
I-
actually goes through.
Okay, we're just going to put in Live 25. We're testing this out live on our end. We're applying Live 25.
There you go.
Whoa! You just saved $300 off the bundle and save. If you can make that happen, you need to do it. Now, I only have 9 in the pair. Are my quantities correct here?
Yes.
Okay, 9 in the pair, 12 in your oval, and 17 in your cushion, meaning only 9 collectors can actually get that buy all. Save $899.97. And then if you split that out over 5 months with those budget payments, you're looking at $179.99. Okay, please interact with me in the chat. Where have you seen 4A grade loose Andalusite priced this low? And if so, why didn't you buy it? Especially if you understand this is such an incredible offer from Shop LC. You will never find a larger assortment of loose gemstones. We really are the hub. I've worked for, I don't count one of them, so 4 different, I don't count the one, but 4 networks that I was very proud to be a party to, and they didn't have it. And I can tell you, one of them was a direct manufacturer, actually 2 of them. Well, the one I don't want to talk about was a manufacturer, but one of them was a huge manufacturer in Singapore. Still, you did not get this variety. You got great pricing, but still not as low as what Shop LC delivers to you in 2024. Y'all, and that was way back in 2008. I know. Okay, guys, we got to go.
Shout out to Dawn commenting on YouTube.
Dawn, thank you for saying hello on YouTube. I'm so excited to have us have our stream on YouTube. I love YouTube. I watch YouTube all the time. I've got great things coming up, so look for my channel out there too. It's pretty empty right now, but Marva Nation, I'm going to be loading that up within, I'd say, the next 30 days. So glad you are with us. Give us a shout out. Oh my gosh, and if somebody wants to order, LAS,
Yes.
what shall they say?
So they'll comment Shop 1 during
Shop-
the live stream.
Okay.
Or Shop 2 on either platform, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or our website. And then I will send them SKU number 2 if they have any issues. We do have our personal shopper number that I'm going to put in the comments section as well.
Which I need to remember to mention. All right, personal shopper. If you have any questions, meaning you are probably watching this after this live stream, we've got someone dedicated to you at the telephone number 888-835-2237. And they will help you with making this happen, get that bundle and save, get you the 25% off, but that's only over the next 48 hours. So type shop 1 into the comments wherever you are watching, and Elias will give you a link to make your purchase.
Correct.
Is it that easy?
Yep.
Is that easy? Oh my goodness. And is this a live transcription?
Yes. I am putting everything right now. The promo code and the live 25 in there.
But you're not typing that.
No. I had that already made.
Y'all, AI is coming for us. Okay. Congratulations. Make sure you confirm on these. My last thoughts for you on the Andalusite. It is a magical gemstone. It is one of my favorites. It's extraordinarily rare. It gives you bragging rights as a collector of gemstones, rares and exotics specifically. You could come across one of the largest collectors of loose gems. They might have $100,000 of loose gems in their vaults, and they most likely won't have Andalusite, but you do. Isn't that neat? It's just very difficult to get your hands on this. I have a sneaking suspicion that our good buddy Tony from the Minas Gerais region is responsible for us getting our hands on this material, right? So don't take that lightly. Congratulations. Woohoo! We're moving on. So I binged.
Your blue zircon.
Yeah, I binge on Cambodian blue zircon. Another story, I was back at the Tucson Gym Show. Yeah, I've been here for 7 years, but this was back in, I think, 2010? It was 2011. It was so long ago. And I'd seen Cambodian blue zircon at another network. I loved it. It was very expensive. It was always in gold, so I didn't buy any. But I thought, you know what? If I go to the Tucson show, it's got different tents, and you have to be credentialed to go in. Of course, I was credentialed. I was with the network. And I literally met a man and his wife. His wife was from Cambodia. And he brought a whole collection of blue zircons, golden zircons, red zircons to the show that he was selling. And I bought loose blue zircons. My first one, I want to say it was back in 2010. It could have been 2011 though. What I'm getting at, I've had a long love affair, and you're probably like, all right, enough about you. Why me? Why is it my favorite? Okay, I've got to continue on with the story though. At the same show, it's funny how things work, right? At the same show, I'm at a different section. It's called AGTA. Anyway, more formal. It's not under a tent. More formal. It's in the convention center. It's in a building. And this is where the expensive folks are, y'all. All right? The big dealers. I'm walking around. I come across just a stand. It wasn't full. Typically when you go to these shows, it's filled with gemstones, rings, this, that, the other. Not overwhelming at all. And a man in a suit, and I walk up and I'm like, hi, what are you doing here? Who are you? What are you doing here? Turns out, this gentleman, he was a very high-end, expensive jeweler out of, I think it was Paradise Valley or Scottsdale, Arizona. He only dealt with millionaires, celebrities, stuff like people like that. But I'm not sure why he was at the show, because what I focused on, Elias, I focused on what he had. He had natural diamond jewelry. Natural diamond. He let me try on a natural blue diamond that was $360,000. So when I look at Cambodian blue zircon, I'm circling back, y'all. Stay with me, okay? I know what a natural blue diamond looks like. That's on your way to $500,000. Tried it on, right? I saw the movie. And our Cambodian blue zircon, this quality from Shop, it looks like what I tried on. Zircon is second to the diamond for sparkle and fire. If you have time, I don't want for you to flip away from the live stream, but if you can't, just type in buy loose blue diamond. You're going to see gray. You're going to see color zoning, a little blue, a little gray, a little dark blue. I mean, it's crazy. You have zero issues with hue when it comes to a blue diamond. It's just all blue. Beautiful neon color. And you have the reaction that is like a diamond. It's crazy. So let's do this. I've got your cushion. I've got your oval. This is your cushion. Look at that color. It's 4A grade. I'll also let you know this, Shop LC family, if you are a Rhapsody collector, Rhapsody is a collection of all platinum jewelry that we make at Shop LC. This is what we put in our platinum. This is what we put in our Ileana, which is our 18 karat gold collection of jewelry. This right here that you can buy loose, not for $349. Or what's the original price on this?
Yes, we're showing $379.
$379. Okay. $284.99 for the next 48 hours using that discount code LIVE25. And then those budget payments are only $56.99. It's 3 carats.
Correct.
And let me remove this. These actually come delivered in the proper jeweler cases. So a lot of you aren't even making jewelry. I wish you would. I wish y'all would. But you're storing these in your safety deposit boxes and your at-home safes. Just about an 8x6. And sorry, I have to tilt this towards my face so that I can see the measure. About an 8x6 millimeter. Look at the color on that cushion. That is radical. And also, let's talk about this. Typically with diamonds, you have to worry about the 4 C's. You have to worry about clarity. You have to worry about, not with this. Nay, nay. They're always clean. They're always bright. You have an evenness of hue throughout the entire gem. I love them. I'm a collector. So let me finish off my little part of this story. When I came to Shop LC and learned that we sold more of it, more than I've ever seen in my career, I became a little addict, and I went hog wild. Y'all know, I just bought one, I think it was in March. I bought another one. They're beautiful. You will love them. And let me ask you this, Elias. Mm-hmm. Does everybody here have a 30-day money-back guarantee?
Yes, we do offer the 30-day back guarantee to our
No way.
Yes.
Really?
If it's not on clearance, we do.
Whoa. I am shocked. So look, if you are not feeling the vibes and the tingles like I do when it comes to blue zircon, send it back within 30 days. I bet this is your oval. It looks like it's a 9x7. This one is actually calibrated, so your jeweler will have a head for that, and it'll be very easy to make a piece of jewelry. So get in. If you want this, type shop 2.
Correct.
Shop 2 into the chat, and Elias will send you a link to make your purchase. And if this is after the live stream, dial 888-835-2237. Here's the bad news, right? Good news, they're here, right? Bad news, I only have 5 in your cushion,
correct,
10 in your oval. And this is another gem. I'm not able to promise the future availability for this. I feel like I need to talk about the elephant in the room, which is tariffs. Every single country, we are affected. Period, end of story. We are affected. These are from Cambodia. These are not from America. So not only were we having an issue with people no longer mining this gemstone, by the way, it is artisanal mining. You have small groups of 3 to 4 people, typically family members, that go out on rubber tree farms, right? It's like sharecropping. They, quote unquote, rent out part of a rubber tree farm, and using shovels, buckets, water, etc., they dig pits down several feet. Yep. And literally, they have to make it large enough for somebody to go down. What do they call that when they harness somebody down on a rope? Do you know what that is, Elias? I'm in a huge brain fart.
Let me see that.
Anyway, so they harness somebody down. They use the bucket. And by the way, we sent a team, and we had video a long time ago. That's why I can explain this to you in such great detail. Harness.
Yes.
Harness, yeah. And so anyway, that's why I can get so detailed. They come back up, they dump the soil, they have to sort through it. Water, yeah. So the young people of Cambodia with their cell phones are saying, no, I don't feel like I want to do that anymore. So we were having, issues with people not mining it, and now the tariffs. Right, this isn't quartz. I know we can get in quartz, you'll pay a higher price, but there's so much more of it and on nearly every continent in the world. Less Antarctica sort of it. You probably have quartz there, but it's not being mined. Okay? So yes, the miners are harnessed down. Thank you.
Yeah, you said that right.
Yeah, we took the video. Yeah, so I love these. I hope you do as well. If you are not feeling the vibes, again, 30-day money-back guarantee, but shop 2.
Correct.
Type that in to the chat if you want to save 25% off right now. We'll hold that for 48 hours. You're going to get the deal. You are rewarded for watching now, and for 48 hours, call the personal shopper if you would like assistance, 888-835-2237. Okay. Oh, that was so fun. Thank you for You know what I feel like when I tell a story? Who I feel like? Dan. He's got so many great stories, but I feel like he's a better storyteller than I am. He's been doing it for much longer. And you can tell Dan I said that. Okay, let's scoot. Okay, so Radiant Ember Garnet. This is a newer addition to our gemstone lineup here at Shop LC. I believe we launched this last year, and I think Tony actually launched this. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave this in its little case for just a second. Now, here's the deal with this. You know what? I moved everything around, so I might be outside of the boundaries. So let me just leave that there. Your garnet is 1000% natural. Completely natural. So those berries, those raspberries, those plums, and flashes of red are all dynamically happening naturally. Why am I placing emphasis on that? Because upwards of 95+% of gemstones, all colored gemstones, have some sort of a treatment. Even if it's just a little bit of heating, Mother Earth heats gemstones. Mother Earth puts radiation on gemstones. You understand what I'm saying? So it's easy. Let me give you an example. When it comes to citrine, citrine starts off as a purple amethyst. Did you know that? Elias, did you know that? He did not know that. And what they will do out in the field, in the mine, they'll literally put it in an oven. It's got to be heated to a certain temperature over a certain length of time, and it will produce yellow. Now, is it a faint yellow, dark yellow? There's only a certain point of time and temperature until the quartz will shatter and break. So at the end, you never know what you're going to get, right? But still, it's just a process. That's why when you can find a completely unadulterated gem, you've got power. You've got power, you've got collectability, you've got money, and you've got value. Radiant Ember Garnet, unexpected find in Tanzania. Okay, it was a very small pocket, and we bought everything. Paid cash, bought everything. It's very, very similar to your rhodolite garnet. I feel like sometimes with rhodolite garnets, I see a little bit more of the reds in the Radiant Ember. I feel like I see a little bit more of the purples, but there's always a balance. Okay, this is 4A grade. And for the case of a Radiant Ember, this is as vivid and saturated as you will see before the color turns overly black. We call that extinction. Okay, so there's no extinction when you're looking at this gorgeous piece. Now, it's free form, so approximately a 9 by 7 millimeter oval for you. It's 2 carats. Very rare. I don't have any notes or any word on another find or another purchase that was made. This purchase was made, I think it was at the Tucson show last year. Okay, so Tucson show this year, didn't see it. If you love it, I suggest you order now. We're going to give you 25% off. I only have 10. We're giving you 25% off. So what is that new price going to be? 5-star review, $4,000 estimated value. Yikes, I'm out. But with the Shop LC price, $502.49, I'm in. 5 budget payments, even more in. $100.49 will confirm. Right? Use the code LIVE25 to get that discount. After this live stream, dial the number 888-835-2237. If for some reason the code isn't working, they can assist you. And type into the chat SHOP3.
Correct.
And Elias will send you a link to make your purchase right now. January's birthstone. Here's something incredible about our network. and I can't say this about some of the others I've been associated with, we literally bring you every color of garnet that is of jewelry quality to collect in the marketplace from all around the world. So if you're a January baby, you might have only thought, oh, red garnet. No, there's green garnet. There's orange garnet. There's whiskey garnet. There's so many. And the lovely radiant ember. Now, what price am I looking at there?
The one on your center screen is the current auction we're going to with this.
Oh, okay, y'all. So I am so long-winded. Do you understand what Elias did to me? He just moved on. He's like, so at some point, this girl will look up the screen.
We're actually going to keep it with the pinks, since I'm a big fan of pinks.
Why are you a big fan of the pink stall?
Just, to be honest, the month of October is birthstone, and just breast cancer awareness. That's what I think of October.
Now, I don't recall them adding kunzite to the October birthstone list.
But just the pink.
When did that? Oh, I see. It's just pink. Yeah. You know, it's when I want to feel girly and flirty and a little bit sassy, I wear pink. Nice. And but here's this as well, Elias. And y'all, I'm not going to bore you with color theory and power looks for public speaking. Again, more to come. I've got a lot of fun things going on. You will learn all about it. But if you wear a hot pink, like a really vibrant, not a pastel, sort of cutesy, but that spot on bright pink, that's actually a power color, almost like wearing a red. And if you are a public speaker, consider wearing that on stage, or we have to give a presentation, or if you are in HR and you do a lot of interviews, it's a great color. But that's just a side note. All right, friends. Another favorite of mine. It's a fan favorite here at Shop LC, and we really only have this Martha Rocha kunzite because of our relationship with Tony Denay's, our resident gem hunter. Let me just start off with 3 only in the beautiful round and 3 only in that cushion. Kunzite is a variety of spodumene. It also produces green known as hiddenite, but I think I've had hiddenite twice in 7 years at Shop LC. It's super, super rare. Now, don't confuse this with what we call Petroki kunzite. Petroki is more vivid and saturated with purples, along with those pinks, and it is sourced in Pakistan. In Pakistan, Afghanistan, there's a mountain region. You can look it up on Google Earth. Does anybody get the sense that I'm a little bit of a gem geek nerd? Anyone? No one? Yeah. I literally go to Google Earth and I look at the regions because I want for you to know what you're getting, and I want to know too. Anyway, this is sourced from the Urucum mine in the region of Brazil. Okay, and Tony actually grew up with the sons of the owner of the mine. 3 boys, 1 girl. The owner passed away, I think it was 5, it could have been 6 years ago. And so the family, look, they're no longer seriously, actively mining this. The whole business has shifted. But we still have what we do have at Shop LC. They are still producing and putting them out, and they're working with Tony, family friend. This business is really all about relationships at the end of the day. But this is a gorgeous Martha Rocha kunzite from Brazil. So when you see Martha Rocha, it's doing a few things. It is indicating the origin, and it is also indicating considered beauty. This is, let's see here, is that about an 11 millimeter round? It's 11 millimeter round, and it's 4A grade. So this is the richest and deepest for those pinks and purples you will see. You also have extra faceting that you have throughout the pavilion and throughout the crown on this too. You see that? And so what's so unique about spodumene as a gemstone itself, if it is faceted appropriately, you will get diamond-like sparkle. And kunzite, it's a fun gem. It's got a nickname. It's called the evening gemstone. Because even in super low lighting conditions, it will still sparkle and you will still see little nuances of color. Pretty cool, huh? It's 6 carats. It's a big one. It's a big one. That's your round. And let me show you your cushion. Also 6 carats. Wow. Wow. Whoa. I love it. The kunzite makes my top 5 favorite gemstones. Oops, I'm in inches. Come on, I need millimeters for collectors, right, y'all? Is that a 10 by 8? No. Is that an 11? Again, your jeweler can work with you on this. Sorry, I have to tilt this towards me. So it's about a 12 by 11, okay? Approximately 12 by 11 for your cushion. All right, guys, here we go. Shop LC deal for 48 hours. It's not $1,800. It's not $579. You're looking at $434.99. And if you want to divide those payments up over 5 months, $86.99. Boom, done.
Correct.
Okay? 3 in the cushion, 3 in the round. Wish I had more. Aren't they stunning? For a grade. My way approaching this, if you are thinking about making jewelry, these should be mounted in gold. The value is in the stone, and what you want to do is you want to pair the value of the stone with the value of the metal. Which, again, it's so crazy about what we do at Shop LC because sometimes we put really top-notch 3-4 grade gemstones in silver, but that's a whole other story for another day. Congratulations on these. Shop 4. Type Shop 4 into the chat. Shop 4. If you love being pretty in pink. Rares, exotics. I would talk to you more about the history and all that, but we're so far behind. It's
Pink movie.
Silly. Well, I mean, I could talk about George Frederick Kuntz and Tiffany's, but we've moved on.
Here's my favorite stone.
This is your favorite stone.
Mm-hmm.
Blue tourmaline?
Yes. Purdue Lagoon tourmaline. It's that color.
Yeah, man. Well, you got some rich taste. Yeah, he's not all about the chocolate chip. No, he wants the red velvet cake.
I love red velvet.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is, wow. Shop LC exclusive. You know, a part of what we do at Shop LC. And you know what I just do because I love you and I love my job and I want to be here forever and ever. I watch the other networks. Okay, I watch the other networks probably more than I watch Shop LC because I want to know what's up. I have not seen blue tourmaline like this. With our pricing, loose. And I know some of you are thinking, oh, isn't there a channel in Atlanta, blah, 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 blah. Yep, but nope. I have not seen any natural blue tourmaline like this, priced like this. It's a 1.5 carat. Okay. 1.5 carat, natural color, octagon shape, 4A grade. And we call this Lagoon because even within, and guys, you are welcome to follow along. Go to the Gemological Institute, gia.edu, or go to any museum. Follow along with what I'm saying because what I share with you, it's backed up. I want for you to know I will always give you the direct, straight, correct information. Okay? You get a color range within blue tourmaline. Some blue tourmaline is super, super blue and dark. Other blue tourmaline, you'll see a little bit of teal, a little bit of blue, a little bit of blue, a little bit of teal. With our Lagoon, definitely more of that gorgeous teal. And oh gosh, sorry, millimeters. I have not seen this hue anywhere else outside of Shop LC. It is a true exclusive. This is coming in, I'm thinking this is 7x5. Yep, 7x5 millimeters. Exceptional color. I love this color. It's exceptional. It's clean, polished superbly. For the next 48 hours. Your price is $997.49. But the retail price, can you scroll up for me, please? It's $13,000. Like, serious blue tourmaline collectors, they spend the money. I know. You're like, wait a minute, that's like a down payment on a nice car. I know. But if collecting gemstones is your thing, it's your thing. And you've got the disposable income, they do it. We came in at $13.29. You're getting a deal for 48 hours. You also have budget payments. So get these. I have 4. $199.49 for 48 hours using budget payments. Go. Type shop 5 into the comments, whichever platform you're on, and Elias will send you a link and you can make your purchase. 5-star review. It's $13,000 estimated retail. And I really want to emphasize estimated because where are you going to find it? I will just let you know, after being in this industry for so long, if I was just a separate jeweler, I would charge more than $13,000. Understanding what a rarity this is. Yeah, welcome in, family. So great to see you on a Wednesday afternoon. You're shopping with Marva. Marva Nation, been here for 7 years. In the biz for 23. Gemologist, certified in diamonds. And public speaker. Okay. Launched the loose gemstone shows at Shop LC, I think it was 5 years ago. It was before the lockdown for sure. Way before the lockdown. So this is a treat. And we've never done this for the live stream. Mm-mm. We've had a few loose gems here and there, but now it's all loose gemstones. Yay! All right. Isn't that stunning? Because comments, questions.
That color is just eye-catching.
It is. It is. This is rich. This is, I know it sounds so silly when I say it, but this is rich folk stuff. You know, so you hear about those rich people who are really eclectic and kind of weird. And you're like, yeah, you know what I mean? They wear the weird clothes and they want the I don't know, the powder blue Bugatti. Like, they're eclectic. Those rich, they buy these. Yeah. The blue tourmaline, because they can afford them and they're unique. You need to build a loose gem collection as unique as you are. Stop staying in somebody else's lane. Drive in your own lane. Make your own path. This is a great way to do it. And I want for you to mount this and I want for you to wear this. Remember, tourmaline is about an 8 on the hardness scale. It's a hard gem. It's a tough gem. You can wear it all the time. We got to go. Shop 5.
Correct.
Type that into the chat to order. Save 25% off. Any questions after the live stream? 888-835-2237. Y'all got to talk to me now. I feel like I'm out here all by myself. Is Lauren still there? Is Hannah still there? Where are my peeps?
We are going to jump into some Tanzanite next.
You just sit. Did you send me a text, girl? No, that's just confirming a doctor's appointment. Okay.
Okay. This, here we go.
Oh, yes. Right on. Okay. Tanzanite.
We do back-to-back tanzanites.
Now, are these all in the same?
Yes.
So these will all have the same price, I see.
So we have a square, we have a cushion, and then we have a trillion. That'll be our first set. And then we're going to have another set of 6 coming up afterwards.
Okay. I've got a lot of Tanzanite is what he's trying to say.
Yep.
Well, you know, the good news is so many of you are aware of the gemstone. You are aware of the story as we roll through what we have as part of our live stream special. I will fill you in on more. But let's get down to the nitty-gritty nuts and bolts. These are all 2.5 carats. When we talk, and let me talk to you as a reseller. When we chat about reselling, maintaining, gaining value, we're talking dollars and cents here. With any gemstone, but specifically Tanzanite, you really need to have over a 1 carat solitaire. And anything over a 1 carat solitaire is going to bring that money back or appreciate over time, especially when you have 4A grade. I'm being very specific, 4A grade, which is what I have in front of you. And you've got 2.5 carats here. The value of Tanzanite does not go up in a linear manner. So if you have a 1 carat, let's say that's $5,000 per carat. And then if it's a 2 carat, it's $6,000. And if it's a 3 carat, then it's $7,000 per carat. It doesn't go up like that. It will literally, and these are hypothetical numbers. 1 carat, $5,000 per carat. 2 carat, $9,000 per carat. Do you see? The economies of scale jumps up dramatically, and you're in a 2.5. Now let's get to it real quick. $8,000 value per individual Tanzanite, 2.5 carat. We were selling these. Come on, you're already saving. Why don't you pay full price? $1,589. Because you don't have to, because you're watching the live stream, and we love you. Save 25% off, $1,192.49. Your first payment with the budget payments of 5 months is $238.49. $238.49. Using that discount code LIVE25. Type shop 6
Correct.
into the comments. If you want the cushion, does it matter what they type, or they just do type shop 6, they go to the page and then they can choose?
They'll go to the shop 6, and then after that I'll send them SKU numbers.
Beautiful.
To go to either option. So we have Tanzanite, we have cushion, and we have the square cushion as well.
Square cushion. Square cushion is what I'm placing on my finger right now. Woohoo! Got to give you the high notes for getting into the weeds here. There is no other gemstone, blue gem, on planet Earth like Tanzanite. It is a gem that will not only show off these beautiful blues, but you also have plums. It is another, I call it pleochroic. Primarily, it's a dichroic gem, so you'll see those 2 colors at different angles. Sometimes in 4A grade, it's trichroic, so you'll see 3 at different angles. You'll see plums, you'll see pinks, you'll see blues. At Shop Bell C, our quality standard is to bring you body color blue. Body color blue has a higher value and a higher price per carat and higher trading value in the marketplace. There is a grading scale with a more plum body color, more blue. We only deal with the blue, okay? This is so pretty. I need to tilt this towards me. That's just about an 8 millimeter. This is option 1. We call this square cushion. Very vivid, gorgeous. Comes delivered in the proper jeweler's case, as you can see. Ready for storage until you can make something really pretty from it. Shop 6 is what you type into the comments if you want to get in. Now, this next 4A grade tanzanite, 2.5 carats. We just call it cushion. And you know, tanzanite, it takes on color like a big body of water. So if you think of a big body, the ocean, for example, it will look deep, 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 deep blue, the larger it is. So to get this level of blue in a 2.5 carat is extraordinary. That's why we mark this as 4A, including the clarity, including the faceting, including the polishing. It's top notch. And I think I was looking at, what was it? A 7, hold on. I need to tilt this up towards me. A 9x7. About a 9x7 millimeter. What's the savings again, if you don't mind?
Yes, thank you.
$11.92. Oops. Sorry, guys. I just kicked the stand. So annoying when that happens. So what we've been tracking in the marketplace, what I have been tracking is for 4A grade like this specifically. And it's so funny, Elias, because, you know, when I first got here offering 4A grade tanzanite, we're saying, oh my gosh, you know, the retailers, they're selling this for $3,000 to $4,000 per carat. And then a few years later, oh my gosh, it's $4,000 to $6,000. Now it's literally $6,000 to $8,000 per carat within 7 years for 4A grade tanzanite. And where am I getting those numbers? We, on the live television broadcast, we pull comparisons and we just do the math to the retail price per carat price. It's really nutty. Eventually we will have to raise our pricing. Number one, for the tariffs, but number two, it's not sustainable. My goodness. We did send a crew there last year. They were there this time last year. And they watched for the entire day, 2 empty buckets come up and out of the Tanzanite mine in Tanzania. They were there with the Minister of Minerals, Minister of Mine, but basically the guy that runs all mining operations in Tanzania. Personal escort. Nothing. Not even single A. Like, no exaggeration. Not single A, double A, nothing. So really take to heart that we have availability and we get you the deal for 24 hours. Use that code LIVE25 to get the deal. Shop 6, type that into the comments. If this is after the live stream, dial 888-835-2237. Did I measure? I don't think I measured this.
Not the trillion.
The trillion is a 8 millimeter trillion. It's nice and healthy and large. Amazing color. Number one characteristic, number one factor for tanzanite is color. And then number 2 is going to be size. Carat weight. Carat weight and then millimeter size. Okay? We are moving on. So these were the 2.5 carats.
Yes, we're going to do next our 4 carats.
Okay, we can bump it up.
Yes, let's go higher.
I don't know, let's go higher. And I can share with you, it never gets old. I've been offering tanzanite since day one, back in 2002 when I got into this business, forever. It never gets old. Having Shop LC pricing with the best tanzanite ever sourced out of the mine. It blows my mind what we're doing here. And I love to feel that way. Tickled, surprised, thrilled. I'm so excited for you. You don't even understand. Especially if you are not out there comparison shopping on your own, or maybe you're not savvy that way on the internet. You just got to hear it in my enthusiasm, in my heart, in my soul. Wow. We're delivering the best for so much less.
I think of our Etsy designers.
Etsy designers?
Yes, just creating their own style with the loose gemstones.
Ooh. Now with these though, guys, you don't have to do what I suggest, but I suggest platinum or gold. These are heirloom. These are valuable. You want to pair the value of the gem with the value of the metal. I would not place a single A tanzanite in a platinum mounting. Makes no sense. Do you understand? Yes. You pair 4A with platinum, 4A with gold. Okay. Ooh. Oh. So when you get into these larger millimeter sizes and heavier carat weights, those blues come out even more vivid. Because remember, tanzanite, the blue, it's like large bodies of water. The larger, the more blue, the more saturated. Mamma mia! This girl is, I'm having a great shopping day. How was your shopping day? I hope you are finding some stones that you want to keep forever and ever. And that you can afford. Yeah. Wow. So, side note with this trillion. And now I've got to get into the story. These are 4 carats, okay? You've heard of Tiffany's? Raise your hand if you've heard of Tiffany's. I'm not talking about my best friend in Denver. You don't know her. You should. She's great. Known each other since high school. But I'm talking about the blue box jeweler. This is a gem that has pedigree. It's legendary because Tiffany's brought this to market. They were the first to introduce this to the world back in 1968. Big campaign, and oh, guess which shape they decided to place in the very first ads. It was your trillion. I like to call it the Tiffany trillion. But the first lapidaries and cutters to get their hands on this material, after mapping it out and understanding its pleochroism and the different colors of different, they decided that the shape and faceting that would best express the beauty of this gem is this shape. Get this shape. I agree with them. I agree. Because not only do you have that hue, and you can see the different colors, there's a brightness, there's a light return because there are facets underneath within the pavilion, 10 millimeters. Oop, it's 10 millimeters. Flawless clarity, vivid saturation. Your Shop LC deal, not $8,599. Now that's someplace else. Not $2,539 for 48 hours, $1,904.99. I know. Or look, check it out. Check it out. You've got a 30-day money back guarantee. Check this out. For $380.99 first payment, and shipping is free on this. This has 6 reviews with 5 stars. When it comes to 4A, we don't mess around, y'all. It is the real deal. And you know what? Let's do this. Can you see this certified appraisal? This is a third party. It's called the AGI company. A graduate gemologist, very conservatively, gave a replacement value of $7,902. So you order now. What was it? 1,000? What was it?
Yes, here you go.
1904. Let's just say 1905. When this arrives, you can turn around and resell this for $7,902, or negotiate to wherever. Okay, that's a $5,000, almost $6,000 bump up in your 4A Tanzanite collection. Congratulations! So that's your trillion. I hope I gave you many reasons to say yes to this. By the way, Tanzanite was named by Tiffany's. It was Henry Platt, who was a senior vice president at the time, who decided to honor the country where this was found. Initially, they thought maybe sapphires But as I mentioned earlier with the last presentation, this also produces with purples and plums. And they're like, hey, that ain't right. That's not, what is this? And so it was sent to test, and they discovered a new gem. One source. They have never found this anywhere else in the world. This is found in Tanzania along, I'm trying to remember, the Eastern Ridge. I forget what they call it. There was an event that happened like 600 million years ago. Heat, pressure, volcanoes, you mix and minerals. Bada bing, boom, boom, all those ingredients. Tanzanite. They say there's a 1 in over a million chance you will find Tanzanite anywhere else on planet Earth. Why we only started off selling these for 2,500, 2,530? Don't know. Don't care. Your price is $19.04, 99 cents for 48 hours, or $380, 99 cents budget payments. All right, the round 4 carats. I don't have an appraisal for that. Many apologies. This is a 7 millimeter round. Look at that color. Okay, let's blast through the rest of them. We've got your oval. 4 carats gives you bragging rights. 4 carats is kind of like a flip your hair. You walk in, you flip your hair with a 4 carat Tanzanite ring. Everybody can see you with it. I'm being silly because the price is silly. It really is. When you are familiar with it in the way I'm familiar with it, but 19 for 4 carats. Now this is coming in at about, I'm guessing it's a 12 by 8. Nope, 12 by 9. It's just about a 12 by 9. 1905 divided by 4. Y'all, let me break it on down. The Blue Box store, I think there was a comparison. They were at, and it was not 4A, it was 3A grade. I think it was $7,000 per carat. Yep. And it wasn't even 4A. If you get this from the live stream, your price per carat is $476. $476 and change. Guys, that is the price per carat from back in the day when I first got into the industry. We are dialing back 20 years. I don't know why. I mean, if you want to know what I'm just excited. I've got 2 more of these 4 carats, really, with a 30-day money-back guarantee. I put my money where my mouth is. If you're not feeling it, seeing it, you have 30 days to send it back. I know you're going to keep it, but see, for the pear shape, that's about a 13 by 9. That's pretty. 5 stars. So John said, awesome stone, great value. This is simply a gorgeous 4A Tanzanite, and the price can't be beat anywhere. 4 carat minimum. It actually weighed 4.76, making a great value even greater. So understand that the information that we put to you in print is the lowest carat weight. You might get more. You might get higher, heavier, okay? Keep that in mind. And last, octagon, am I right? Okay, what are we typing in? We're typing in shop 7. Shop 7. Anyone, shop 7. $380, 99 cents. First payment, have a look. Shipping is free. Shipping is free. All right, let's give you this measure. That is 10 millimeters. What?
That is a large one.
It's 10 millimeters. Say what? I don't know if this is the right, I don't think this is the right certified appraisal, so I'm not going to show it.
Yeah, some of them do and some of them don't have the certified.
Yeah, this one is for a different shape. Use your imagination. Unbeatable. Yeah, so many of you who are family members right now shopping, you've started to build your Tanzanite wardrobe. Step it up. Let's see 4 carats. Let's see 4 carats. I hope you can make it happen. Congratulations on those. And just one more time for that trillion. I do have the certified appraisal for that. $7,902. Estimated retail replacement. So when I do the math, 7,902 divided by 4. So that's at, this cart, you're at $1,975 per carat. But your purchase for the next 48 hours puts you at $476 per carat. That's a $1,500 upgrade. $1,500 gained. That's not chump change to me, Elias. Is that chump change to you?
Mm-mm.
No, that's not chump change.
That's what I call an investment.
Yep. Congrats. Oh my gosh, I haven't used your... brought me the ring fingers.
Yeah,
I just forgot. You know I get going. I start riffing.
I was like, anything?
Shop 7.
Here is our Prenew Lagoon.
Mhm.
We have another one.
The Prenew Lagoon Tourmaline 4A grade, which is an exceptional teal. Vivid. I mean, when I first saw it, I'm like, you know what? Blue tourmaline is not supposed to look like this. It is so rare, more rare than blue tourmaline. Blue tourmaline is typically very, very, very deep, sometimes overly saturated blue with some greens. These are teals and turquoise. You've got to check this one out. You know, let me put this against just a white background first so that you can see pure color. It's 3 carats. Octagon shape, but those are step facets, so I can go ahead and call this an emerald cut. It's an $18,000 loose tourmaline here. Retail, $18,000. Shop LC, $2199.99.
Did give you this as well.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to go ahead and take this off and put this against the back of my hand. I'll give you the measure. Woo-hoo-hoo. Wow.
Now we are limited on this auction. We have 6 available.
Boo-hoo. We only have 6. Good grief. Right, I've just got to lean this towards me. That is coming in at about a 9. Is that a 9 by 7? Yep. Approximately a 9 by 7. Shop LC deal for the next 48 hours is $1,649.99. Not $18,000. $1,649.99. First payment $329.99. What you're getting is total and complete exclusivity for the color. I've never seen anything like this. It's the most dramatic, vivid teal tourmaline ever. Excellent cutting, eye clean, vivid color. Is that me saying that? Oh, well, yes, but it's also your graduate gemologist with an estimated replacement value retail of $7,525. Because you can't make this up. We're not making it up. All I can do is present you with the facts, help you really understand the value and the beauty, of course, and it's up to you. So if you're in, and we only had 3, right?
Correct. Or, I mean, we had 6.
6.
Yes.
And let me show you the look if it's mounted in a ring. Shop 8. Shop and the number 8 in your comments, in your chat, and Elias will send you a link to make your purchase. Okay. We won't be able to bring these back. I think it was Tony who brought these to us. He's making these available to us and to his top buyer in China. Don't know if you wanted for me to tell you that, but that we're lucky we have that, okay? We're super, super blessed. So I hope you can get that. Congratulations.
Into our shop 9.
Switching gears, right? Oh, hey, discount code, by the way, is live25. If you are watching after this live stream, you can still go to our website, go to these items and type live25 into your promo code field and get that 25% off for 48 hours. And if you're having any issues, call our personal shopper at 888-835-2237. Let's move along. Yeah, totally switching gears. Oh, I'm so sorry. I keep kicking the stand. I got big feet, and I'm wearing really big shoes. But you all know, ever since I got that plantar fasciitis, I can't do the heels anymore. I found, what are these again? You all know Clarks? Yes, these are really comfortable Clarks, and they're super cute. Okay.
2 carats. And we are number 9.
Yeah, I feel comfortable saying that the biggest launch outside of the gold chains, remember the gold jewelry that we did?
Yep.
After the lockdown and we came back, that was insane what we were able to do for like a year. This is the biggest launch Shop LC USA. Our luxuriant lab-grown diamonds. We were able to negotiate a deal. When they told me, even I was like, say what? No way. Because the price for lab-grown diamonds today, it's so high, it's silly. Now, granted, when these first came to market around 2016, 2017, they were coming in 20 to 30% less than earth-grown diamonds. Then a big American retail store, one in a mall, I believe their launch was 2018, and it so dramatically impacted the natural diamond marketplace that you were starting to see anywhere between 50 to 60% off of a natural grown diamond price. And then after lockdown, we're looking at pricing, and I'm talking not even Shop LC, just retail mall stores. Their pricing is high, but you're still now looking at anywhere between 60 to 75% below the pricing of natural grown diamonds. What has that done? That has made everybody look up, look over, and step away from the natural diamond counter over to the lab-grown diamond counter because you get more for less. You get more carat weight, you get more dimension, you get a higher color, a higher clarity, better cutting, all the things. And still, knowing that, this is just kind of like the past 10-year history or so that I can share with you, knowing that we still undercut the retailers. I know, look at this. $5,499 retail price. These are 2 carats. You've got a radiant, you've got a pair. Our original price was $1,049. That's amazing compared to retail, right? You can buy your new 2 carat upgrade in a radiant or a pair right now for $787.49. Yes, or, because I don't get paid till Friday. No, I know. $157.49. 5 months, no fees, no interest. We don't pull credit. If you can't spell credit, don't know credit, don't matter. You have a debit card or credit card, you're in. $157.49. Not too shabby, eh? Look at that. A radiant is a rectangular shape with extra facets. Facets that are angled in the way you would find in a princess cut, only it's going to be a bit stretched, as you can see, because it is a rectangle. G color, that means near colorless. VS clarity, VS2. Y'all, did you know that Cartier, Tiffany's, Winston's, those expensive places, they don't bring diamonds in less clear than a VS. I know you're there. You're there. You are at that standard with Shop LC. By the way, this comes delivered with an IGI certificate. An IGI certificate does not have an appraised value, but what it does show, it shows the proportions, the polishing, all of the grading, the G, the VS2, the symmetry, all of those things. Plus, with our luxuriant lab grounds, there is a serial number laser inscribed into the girdle. So it's all there for you. That's free. That's free. Did this have a millimeter size?
Yes. Let me see real quick.
Nope. That's why you've got me, family. I'm looking at about a 10. Nope, no. 9 by 7. 9 by 7. I have 7 radiants for 48 hours, 25% off. Use that discount code LIVE25. That's what you type in to see the discount. After the live stream, speak with one of our personal shoppers at 888-835-2237. Let's show you that pair. One of our lovely hosts has a stunning pear-shaped engagement ring, and it was actually, I think it was his mother's or his grandmother's diamond. I know. It's not just the fact that it's a diamond, it's the meaning behind it, the history of that. Maybe it can start with you and luxuriant lab grounds. Also here with that pear shape, G color, VS2 clarity. I'll plot it out on the free IGI cert. I have 4 in the pairs, unfortunately. Yes, you've got to be quick on these. I got to, luxuriant lab grows, they sell really, really, really fast. These don't sit. Everybody's excited about them. I am too. I've started buying them. And y'all, I was that person back in the day. Hold on before I share this with you. That's about a 13 by 7 millimeter for that pair. Let me go ahead and mount that in a little ring. No, I was that person who was super resistant. But let me just give you a backstory though. I worked for one of America's largest diamond importers. Right? I'm a diamond girl all day long. Okay? Diamonds. And when these hit the marketplace, you know what? It made no sense to me. Did it make any sense to you to buy a lab-grown diamond and only save 20%? No. But now you buy your lab-grown diamonds, even retail, you're 50, 60% less than a natural one. And here at Shop LC, we're looking at 8. I don't want to throw numbers out there. Let me just say like 80%. I've seen these give you a crazy deal. I know. Guys, type shop 9. Shop 9 into the chat, into the comments. Elias will send you a link to make your purchase and get 25% off. 888-835-2237. Call that number after the live stream if you have any issues with your ordering, but you should not. Did we have a bundle more? Save more on this one?
Let me see. I don't think I saw. Nope.
with totally different items. Okay.
Yes, these are different.
Totally different. But these are 2 carats. You know, the average solitaire engagement ring solitaire size is 1/4 carat. It's enough for you to be in that relationship for 20 years to get a 1 carat. I say forego that, girl. Get yourself a 2. You deserve the 2 carat. And you know what? Treat yourself. I have not had anybody buy me diamonds in a really, really long time. So they are to me, by me, for me, from me, and don't feel guilty about it. Especially when the pricing is so low. Yeah, give yourself the opportunity. You get a 30-day money back guarantee. If you're not feeling it, send it back. Again, you're shopping with Marva. I'll be back on, by the way, Sunday evening with Steve. It's going to be his last. He says it's going to be he's retiring. I don't believe him.
What?
I know! You know why? Because he said his last day before he retires was like March 2nd. And then before that, it was like October of last year. And then before that, it was like, come on, y'all. But we'll see. Tune in this Sunday on the live television broadcast at 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. I just don't believe it. Do you believe it, Elias?
I actually don't either.
Nobody here does. We love you, Steve, but come on, buddy. He has way too much fun. And he's like me. You know, he worked for a very expensive luxury network. So have I. I worked for another manufacturer a long time. Like, we know pricing. This is crazy. Like this. Not 1, but a set of 2 round tanzanites. Perfect to make stud earrings out of. Perfect studs. Set of 2. These are each 6.5 millimeter rounds. They're 1 carat each, totaling 2 carats. Right? You got $3,500? I don't. $952? Not today, but $190.49 with the budget payments. Yep. On the debit, on the credit, that's a yes. Using budget payments is a winning situation each and every single time. I'm just confirming, yes, 6.5 millimeters. These are your 4A grade. Let me revisit just that quick conversation we had with the other tanzanites. In that tanzanite, the color is like a big body of water. Like, think vast ocean. The larger the ocean, like closer towards the shore, it's a lighter blue. But then when you venture off, you're on that cruise ship, deep saturated blue. So when you have 1 carats that are 4A grade, you've got something crazy good, super rare and collectible. Because this is the kind of vivid blue, it's going to start around 2.5 to 3 carats. You've accomplished that in the 1. Good for you. $190.49. Say yes. We've got 5 budget payments only for 48 hours using that discount code LIVE25. And make a pair of earrings, or just, guys, set them aside. When it comes here, and again, I know I get all preachy, but I like to impart knowledge. For those of you who view buying loose gemstones as an investment. And again, I am not an investment advisor. You really have to pay a close attention to the grading, because you're trying to either get your money back or gain more money, whether you resell or you want to pass on value to your family. And for tanzanite, you only buy 3A or 4A, period, end of story. That's it. That's it. Okay? And you're in it. You're in it right now with the set of 2 rounds. Congratulations. Let's move on.
Do our kunzai next, Patroki kunzai.
Oh, I'm glad that we actually have the Patroki. So if you're just tuning in, welcome to the live stream, especially YouTube. Hey, we just added you. I love you too.
Yes, that is something new.
I know. I love it. I love it. I love it. I need to find a way to connect. And again, there's nothing there now, Marva Nation Media, but stuff is coming. I'd love to somehow, connect it. I don't know how to do that. Anywho, this is so chunky. Bam. Woo! Wow, that's a big one. Trying to squirm away from me. She doesn't want to be sold. She's like, no, I want to stay here. Patroki kunzite. The most expensive kunzite in the world comes from this region along the Pakistan, Afghanistan mountain region. No mining. Regional conflict. Or 2 or 3 for years. Yeah. We get it sometimes. Very, very sporadic. Okay. This is top of the line, 4A grade. Why? It's color. Color. It's a 10 karat. I have 4 of these octagons. You see cascades and nuances of purples and pinks, lilacs, lavenders, lots of sweetness and beauty in your Patroki. Far less of this ever than you'll find in the Brazilian kunzites. Now, it's a free form coming in at about 12 millimeters. Isn't that breathtaking? The evening gemstone. So even under the dimmest lighting conditions, you still see sparkle. You see light return and color. I know. It's top 5 favorite gemstones of mine. Here we go. Replacement value, dude. Too low. $3,060. Too low. Because I've got to ask. Okay, where? And Elias, seriously, you've been here forever. You and me, right? This is ending in like 8 minutes.
Yes.
Let's say we get in my car. We're in Austin, major metropolitan city. Okay, where are we going to go and buy a 4A grade Patroki kunzite for $899.99?
Definitely can't do a budget pay on that either.
It's impossible. It's here, right now, free certified appraisal. You get in for $179.99. This is a 5-star review. It's a $6,800 loose stone. You buy for $899 with the Live 25. That's your discount code. You need the discount code to save that 25% off and get $899.99. Okay. I do have, our reviewer, Josephine, says even more beautiful in person. Plus, it's bigger than 10 carats. It's 11.77. That happens a lot. We only publish minimums. Actually, on this one came in at 10.20. Delivering joy. Mm-hmm. I know. It's so pretty. Because we're going to wrap that one up. Oh, wait. Shop 11. I'm so sorry. Yes. If you want it, type into the comments shop 11. Shop 11. Uno.
We're going to jump into some turquoise.
Is it turquoise time? So we've gone to Brazil, we've gone to Pakistan, we've gone to Tanzania. Now we're in Turkey with natural color change turquoisite. I only have the 2. I don't see all the.
Yes, I will get the other ones.
So I do have your oval and your trillion, 4 carats. So what are we looking at here? We're looking at a gemstone, which, depending upon the light source, will exhibit more soft, subtle pinks and rosés in incandescent lighting. Bright fluorescent, you'll be looking at kiwi greens, golden notes, and sometimes you will see mixed, like from my point of view, I see mixed colors. I see greens and roses from my angle right now. Super cool, totally natural, one source of jewelry quality. This was found around the Anatolia Mountain region in Turkey. I believe that originally there was one license that was given out to mine. I think it went up to 3, but now it's back down to only one group with the rights to sources. We don't get a lot of it. Let me go over some of these nuts and bolts here. 5-star review, 4-carat oval. And again, I just need to angle this up myself. This is about an 11 by 10. Thank you. About an 11 by 10 for that oval. $13,000. I know. Now, turquoisite, this is color change diaspora. That's actually the gemological name. It's been sold under other trade names. Many of you probably know Zoltanite. I sold it under the name Zoltanite. I started offering this in 2008. Under that. Czarite, like Czar, C-S-A-R. It's another one. But it's all the same gem from the same region, most likely from the same group. But we call it turquoisite after the country where it is sourced. $13,000. Today, for 24 hours, $1,004.99. Or you can confirm for $200.99 with the 5-month pay down. Use the code LIVE25 when you check out. If this is after your live stream, call, talk to somebody. Yeah. Voice to voice. 888-835-2237. That's your oval. And with your oval, I do have that certified appraisal. On the card, you can actually see a little bit of that color change there, that color shift. $4,110 replacement value. And that is as of September of last year. This is out of date. First thing you need to do is get this reappraised. Okay? Do that. Now,
we are going to do next
the trillion. And your trillion is just about approximately 11 millimeters. I love turquoisite. It's so pretty. I wish I had more time. 3,600. No, that's way too low. 3,600. But again, for my resellers, valuable information. A few $1,000s more. And just to have this in just a regular store, if you could find it loose, 13,000. Here's your round. Well, the round is really pretty. Again, 4 carats minimum. The certified appraisal here says 4.52. These are all free form. That's why I'm giving you millimeter measure. 10 millimeters. Exquisitely faceted. Totally eye clean. This is 5,424. I will also refer you to the suggested retail price per carat at zoltanite.com. They actually posted that. We're so far less, it'll make your head dizzy. How much you save? Woo! Ooh, this Asher cut. Oh, wow. I'm not doing anything but just looking at this. I see pinks and greens and goldens, mixed colors. It's a 10 millimeter. I see everything you're supposed to see. 4,872. Guys, if you would like to purchase, just type shop 12. Shop 12 into the comments.
And now go ahead and give your outro. That was our end of the show.
What?
We ended with Detective Life.
No. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Marva. Loved hanging out with you on a Wednesday. 888-835-2237 is the number to our personal shopper. After the live stream, if you need assistance, but use that code LIVE25, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for bringing everything.
Give it a second.
You're so organized. I love you, Elias. You're so good. I know. You are so good.
Just trying to test everything out.
It should work every time now. Right?
It should. Sometimes supposed to have a little buzz. Just not trying to keep an eye out.
Great show. I'm sorry if you didn't make any sales.
No, we actually had a late start too, so that.